This is News 14 Carolina Meteorologist Matthew East, and you've clicked onto the Friday edition for March the 27th here, the Carolina weather video, and certainly a lot to talk about. Let's take a peek at the radar this morning during the 5 o'clock hour, and we have this big area of rain and embedded thunderstorm activity in the deep south that is moving northeastward and in our general direction. So we're going to see more rain today. Really, the big thunderstorms are on the tail end of that area of convection, and we're talking pretty mean line of thunderstorms has been moving through around Mobile down toward New Orleans. There's been some damage reports with that. That'll race through the Florida Panhandle, southern Alabama, and southern Georgia through the morning hours today. Now let's talk about how this unfolds. That is what we call an MCS, or a mesoscale convective system, and that's going to be lifting northeastward, spreading rain into our area as we go through this afternoon especially and into this evening, and could be some locally heavy amounts of rain in portions of the region, depending on how that MCS unfolds as it moves on into our area. So we'll certainly see some rain pressing on in as we go through the day today, and it will be fairly steady rain at times this afternoon and this evening. Now, I don't think any severe weather potential here today. Where there will be severe weather potential, first of all, this morning along the Gulf Coast, like I mentioned, and then beginning this evening and tonight in the lower Mississippi Valley, into the Tennessee Valley and a good chunk of Alabama. That's at 2 o'clock this morning, tomorrow morning rather, and that is at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Surface low near Memphis, and that's probably some big-time thunderstorms occurring to the south side of that track of the low. There's the day one convective outlook by the SPC. Now, there's a chance somewhere in this general corridor could be upgraded to a moderate risk later on today, depending on how several small-scale features set themselves up, how much instability develops, but sort of a broad slight risk with some enhanced probabilities there in northern Louisiana, Mississippi, and into central and western Alabama. So we'll see how that unfolds today. All right, we shift gears to tomorrow. Now, like I mentioned, today we see rain settling in. That'll be with us this evening. Now, as we get into the day tomorrow, probably a lull in the activity through the morning hours tomorrow, but we'll see rain and thunderstorms spreading in with time. This is the precip that's fallen between 2 and 8 p.m. tomorrow. So you see this big area of rain and thunderstorms moving into the Piedmont from the west. And then here's the precip from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Late tomorrow into tomorrow night. And that looks like an active period for rain and thunderstorms before it all sweeps out in time for Sunday morning. I'm still concerned about severe weather probabilities. This is a look at the day two convective outlook by the Storm Prediction Center. A large slight risk area, but some very high probabilities. That's a 45% risk area there from much of Alabama through Georgia, South Carolina, and into southern North Carolina. Large 30% risk surrounding that. So if those probabilities hold up, that'll translate into at least a moderate risk here for portions of the region for tomorrow. In terms of our weather here in North Carolina, it's a very tricky call. We have a little stalled frontal boundary that's sort of draped through the region that tomorrow will lift back northward as a warm front. Now, this is the GFS's depiction of CAPE, or basically instability, at 2 o'clock tomorrow. And notice the higher CAPE values off to our south, but that's highly dependent on exactly where we see clouds and rain and how much southerly flow can develop before the line of showers and storms moves in. So, and that's just things we can't resolve until really we get into the day tomorrow. So suffice to say, I think we do have a chance of severe weather as we go through tomorrow afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and into tomorrow night. And all modes of severe weather possible. Damaging winds certainly a possibility. Large hail is a possibility. And I do think at least some isolated tornadoes a possibility. So that'll be something we'll keep a very close eye on. You want to keep it tuned to News 14 Carolina on television. And again, always want to remind you, NOAA weather radios. Every home and business should have one. And we can't wake you up in the middle of the night when severe weather is occurring. But you can hear that NOAA weather radio go off, then flip us on News 14 Carolina, and we'll keep you up to date. All right, this is out to Wednesday morning. Probably see another batch of showers Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Then maybe another strong system here as we go through Thursday night into Friday of next week. So the active storm track set to continue. All right, that's it for this latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everyone have a wonderful Friday and weekend. Stay tuned to the weather, and God bless.